Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another video from T.W White Sons Mazda. Okay, this is a Mazda 3 2-litre SE-L Mazda 3. It's a 2-litre petrol, 120 PS. It's about 118 horsepower. This car has covered little over 13,000 miles. And it is in really lovely condition. Now, of course you're saying, of course he's just saying that, but if you have a close look at this video and the still photos, you'll see it's in really lovely condition. Now, with most of our cars, about 70% of our used cars are generated through part exchange. But the used car market is it's on fire at the moment, so we don't get enough cars. So we've sourced this from outside our normal sort of customer database, bought by my buying department, and we collected it this morning, and I'm delighted with it. I really am. It's clean, it's unmarked, and it's just a very lovely car. So on the outside, I must say, I couldn't really point out anything that really needs attention. The bodywork's in lovely condition, the wheels are in great condition, there's no scuff marks on the bumper. It's just a very, very, very clean example. Let me show you in the boot. Doesn't look like anything's ever been in the boot. It's all clean. Beautiful, really beautiful condition. You've got 60-40 split seats, okay. Excuse me. And these have ISOFIX anchorages in the rear, so a family-friendly car. My sort of gauge to you know, the practicality of a car these days is, can I fit a pushchair in, pram, all those bits and pieces, which I can, seeing as I've got a 2-year-old, and the importance of boots is high on my priorities at the moment. But yeah, I would say a family-friendly car. You've got rear parking sensors, a really generous amount of space on the inside of the car. The back seats are really deep. In fact, let me show you that again. Really deep back seats. So even for the very tall rear passengers, it'll be very, very comfortable indeed. You've got auto folding wing mirrors, LED spotlights. Let's go on to the inside. Auto folding wing mirrors. I think I've repeated myself now. Electric windows all round. You've got a height adjustable driver and passenger seat. Now, these cars came out in 2013, and there was a lot of revisions where it came out in 2012, late 2012. Excuse me. One of the revisions was to get a height adjustable passenger seat as well as driver seat, which this has got. It's got an electric handbrake, which gives it a nicer interior, better use of space. You've got the more modern steering wheel. Nicer interior and the upgraded sat nav. So this was actually the last of this shape Mazda 3. This was one of the very last of them. There was a bit of a gap for about 6-7 months between the last of these and the new shape cars. These really are one of my favourites. They're practical, economical, and very well spec'd, even on the SE-L spec. This is probably the most popular spec, middle of the range. And for example, it even has heated seats. Now let me fire the car up. We have 2 keys with the car. You put your foot on the clutch, press this button, and she fires into life. Now, let me shut the door. There we are, there's the mileage, 13,174 miles, okay? Now, let me run you through the spec of the car, but before we do that, because I didn't know the previous owner personally, I just wanted to get an idea of the car. Now, look at this here. This car was registered November 2018, okay? And I think the new cars came out in about March, April 19, so there was a gap there. Now, look at this car. It was supplied by Sandy Cliff Mazda in Loughborough, Derby Road, sorry. 5 miles on its PDI. Then it had a service at 5,806, 12,401, and 13,130 miles. It had a pre-sales prep, sorry. So obviously it only done what's that? Well, hardly any miles at all, really, between those 2 services. So the car is fully serviced. You look at that and think it's hardly worth servicing it with those miles, but we must do that because obviously oil deteriorates, etc, etc. But I thought I'd share that with you. Hope you appreciate that. All the dash plastics and stuff, they're not all scuffed. Yeah, I know a lot of cars, you know, we have to put a lot of work into the scratches and bits and bobs on the dash, but this car, this is as it's come. It's in really lovely condition, which is testament to the previous owner. It really is. You've got up, down, in and out on the steering column. Okay, you've got auto lights, auto wipers, you've got volume control, trip computer, decline, receive calls, you've got cruise control, you've got traction control, so it help you stay on the road as safely as possible, really. Engine intelligent i-stop, which will turn on and off the engine in traffic. And you've got tyre pressure monitoring system. Now the tyre pressure monitoring system, I never really used to appreciate that system so much, but as I've learned over the last few years, that will bring up a warning light like so. Can you see that there? It just flashes and goes out. That will stay on permanently if your tyre pressure's full 4 psi or more. Now 4 psi may not make your tyre look flat or feel flat, but it will affect your braking, it will affect your fuel consumption and the overall safety of the car. So it's a really good feature. Can't say how important that is. So you've got that there. You've got heated seats, 3-stage. You've got climate control, and it is super cold. So that's all working as it should. What have we got today? 23 degrees. It feels hotter than that. 6-speed gearbox, a nice positive feel to the gearbox. I always say this in my videos, you can definitely feel the DNA of the MX-5, which has got, you know, the gearbox is admired by many, many people. This is electric handbrake, multimedia commander. I think I've always called it a human interface. I've been getting that wrong for years, but I suppose it means the same thing, really. This is touchscreen, okay? However, I always encourage people to use this here because the touchscreen only works when the car is stationary. So let's have a look here. Applications. You've got here vehicle status monitor. We're low on fuel, so that will come up. It'll also have maintenance reminders. Fuel economy monitor. Okay, so look at that. Almost 41 mpg since its last reset. Now that's a real world figure. You know, someone's been driving this car. In fact, let's have a look. At an average speed of 24 miles an hour, so, you know, not sort of all motorway, a real mix. So that's a really respectable fuel consumption. I'd say on a long run, it would be more than that. So yeah, really good. That's one of the things I really admire with these cars. Even being a 2-litre engine, Mazda took engine size off the price list. They have CO2 and power because it's irrelevant how big the engine is. What's relevant is the CO2 and the power. So by making a 2-litre engine, not complicating it with turbos, etc., they got a very drivable car, but really, really good on fuel. Sort of the fuel consumption of sort of 1300 would make. So here we go. You got FM, AM, DAB, digital radio. Yeah, digital radio is great. Oh, that just gave a clue where this car came from. East Midlands. There you go, East Midlands, Leicester. Okay. So if I update this list, we'll come back to this because it takes a little while, and that will get all the local, the national DAB channels. And there's something for everyone on there. So let's go communication. Once the car is paired up with the phone, you can access your call lists, missed calls, etc, etc. If you've got an Android phone, it will also read your text messages to you. Now, I must actually go back to the app page and just mention you can have an app, 2 apps, but they come as one, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's a bit of a hardware and software upgrade, and then you can have the benefit of mirroring your apps on your phone onto the car. There are certain apps that won't work because of safety features, etc. You know, because they are driving apps. Navigation, you've got a really, really comprehensive sat nav. I've used these sat nav systems through Europe. I've driven all the way to Poland, Warsaw, south of Warsaw, using this system. Really excellent. to find an address, easiest way, put your postcode in and off you go. When you're en route, should there be, you know, a place that you're looking for, petrol station, eatery, etc., you can let's have a look here. Look, fuel station, always looking for one, kind of need one now. It'll give you the fuel stations, the direction and the distance. Now, you can set up a Wi-Fi hotspot from your phone. It will use a minuscule amount of data, so your car's connected to the internet, and you'll also get fuel prices, live traffic updates, weather reports, etc., etc. So that's something worth doing, especially if you're on a, you know, a long run. Okay, in the settings here, you can turn the display off. You've got safety settings. Car has smart city brake support. A lot of cars are coming with this these days, but Mazda put them in their cars some years ago now. Basically what it does, there's a camera up here. It will, if you get too close to a car in front, or a person, or an object, in fact, and the car believes you're not, there's no driver input, the brakes will be applied when you're doing under 20 miles an hour. Now, even if you never need to employ this feature for this car, it should lower your insurance, because most accidents happen under 20 miles an hour. Insurance companies recognise this, and your insurance premium should go down. Obviously, that's a point you can argue with your insurance company, but no, it's an excellent service safety feature. Sound settings, these have got fabulous sound systems. I know the Sport has Bose, which is really, really good, but I don't think Mazda make a bad sound system. Clock's GPS synced, so you never have to relearn that. You've got vehicle settings here, door lock settings. I like the lighting settings, for example, where you've got like coming home lights, leaving home lights, where the lights will stay on so you can get indoors or get to the car. So nice convenient settings there. Device settings, as mentioned earlier, and system settings. Now we're 12 and a half minutes into the video. I don't want to go on too long, because I want to, you know, engage you. If you need any more photos or videos, please don't hesitate to ask, and do try it any time of day. You'll be surprised at how quickly we will respond. Drop us an email, or even give us a call, or leave us a voicemail, and we'll come back to you as quick as we can. Part exchange is extremely welcome, and should you have a part exchange that's not a Mazda, don't worry. We often retail non-Mazda cars, and can offer a really competitive price. So the car will come with a 12-month warranty. That's a Mazda ZZ Plus used car warranty with 12 months roadside assistance. MOT insurance for the first year. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye-bye.